Hey squad, Coach Holly here. I'm about to take you guys through a strength and a cardio workout combined today. So what we're going to do is split this workout up into lower body and upper body. We might also have a little bit of time to throw in a little bit of core at the end, which will be great. And after each little strength component, then we're going to hit a little bit of cardio just to up the intensity. We'll have a little bit of a rest and then we'll go back into the next strength component. So the first area of the body that we are going to be starting with is going to be your lower body. So we'll have a little bit of a warm up and we'll use some exercises for our lower body to get ourselves ready. So what I want you to do first is to take a really nice big step. We'll maybe do about 20 seconds on each of these and we're going to start to get a nice stretch through the adductors, so through the groin, through the hips. So with that nice step, then take your fingers and what I want you to do is from side to side, you're just going to rock and bounce over, touching your fingers to your big toes. So let's start with this one. I'll start my stopwatch. We'll go for about 20 seconds. So I want you to keep it nice and dynamic, a little bit bouncy, but I don't want you to be like really bouncing through the joints of your hips. We want to be moving with a little bit of speed and you're just finding that momentary stretch in the side of the legs or in the inside of the legs. Couple more seconds, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to get down into the position of a straight arm plank and we're going to do what we call a groiner. So get into straight arm plank position, hands really nice and close together. From this position here, you're going to kick your big toe as close up to your little finger as you can get, keeping that little tuck in of your tailbone. You're going to drop your knee down towards the floor, get that stretch through the hip, back up into that plank position and change sides. So we're going to do 10 here. So let's go for 5 on each leg. So just come down, find that momentary stretch and kick back. I'll just do this front ways on too as well so you can see what's happening at my body if you're not sure what that groiner position looks like. So that front foot should be nice and flat to the floor. Let's do a couple more on each side. You should feel that nice stretch through the front of the hip. Beautiful, one more on each leg. And last one here. Beautiful, and then from here come up to your feet. We're just going to hit a few body weight squats just to warm up our thighs and our legs. So I'll do this sideways on so you can see my body position. We're going to go for about another 20 seconds here. So remember, everybody's squat is slightly different, so you just need to stand in the position that's most appropriate for you. Some people might need to step a little bit wider. And just try and drop that hip crease down underneath your knee crease. So even though we're going to be doing without weights today, I still want you to try and make sure you're getting good depth. A couple more seconds, 3, 2, and 1. And we're just going to get down into a plank position here. So on the elbows directly underneath the shoulders, up onto the toes if you can. If you need to, you can modify and go on the knees. And we're just going to hold this for 20 seconds. Wake up the core. And then we're going to roll round into a side plank on each side for 20-second hold as well. Just to warm up through our middle. 10 more seconds here. And then we're going to get started into that first block. So you want to make sure your hips are down. 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to go into that side plank position. So you want to make sure when you're in your side plank, your elbow is underneath your shoulder. So we've not got the arm out here. You can do this stacked on the knees. So I'd say start here. So that bottom knee is the anchor, that top leg comes out straight and just slightly in front of that bottom leg. You can hold this arm up in the air if you want to. If that's enough for you, stay there. If you need a little bit more of a challenge, then just stack those legs on top of each other and you can go both legs on top of each other like this. So let's get into position. We'll do 20-second hold. So I want you to think about driving your hips up to get as much height between your hip and the floor as you can, but then also having a little push forward of your hips so that you line yourself up. So from your ankle, your knee, your hip to your shoulder, you're in a really nice straight line. A couple more seconds, 3, 2, 1, and let's swap sides. So last 20 seconds on this side, and then we're going to get into that first round. So elbow directly underneath your shoulder, up you come. We're not too worried about getting into like a really difficult position. We're just warming up. So if being on the knee is enough for you, but if you do feel like you want to come up and give yourself something a little bit more difficult, then please come up to the toes. You've got about another 10 seconds in this position here. Have that drive up of the hip and then that push forward of the bum to line yourself up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, up to your feet. So we are going to start with your lower body. So we're going to start with the strength component first. We've got 3 exercises. We're going to break these exercises up into reps, and we're going to add a little bit of tempo to it so we can make it a little bit more challenging for our body. So our 3 exercises are a body weight squat. So we're just going to do an air squat. Of course, if you've got weights, bands, or something at home that you can add to your body, or weight vests maybe, something you can add to your body to make it a little bit more challenging, then feel free to grab hold of those now. So you've got them on standby. Otherwise, if you haven't, that's totally fine. We'll just use your body as it is. So we're going to do body weight squats, then we're going to do a curtsy lunge, and then we're going to do glute bridges. Each exercise, we're going to do 20 reps, and we're just going to take about a 3-second count on the way down, or a 3-second count moving into that exercise, okay? So for our squats, what that will look like will be 3, 2, 1, and then up nice and quick. 3, 2, 1, up nice and quick, okay? Curtsy lunge, for those of you that might not be familiar with curtsy lunges, what we do for this is take a step behind and just to the side. So the toes on our back foot should be behind our heel on our front foot and just off center. And then we basically do a curtsy. So we drop that back knee down towards the ground, and then we're using the outside of our hip to then drive us back up over to the other side where we change legs, okay? So again, we're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Find that slow on the way down, just to add a little bit more resistance to the move, then have that nice big strong drive back over. And then glute bridge, you're gonna come down to the ground. I want you to clench your fists, drive your elbows into the ground slightly. You can lift the chest a little here and look forward. If you struggle to do that without getting lots of neck strain, then please keep the head on the floor. We're gonna come up nice and strong, big bum squeeze, and then go down 3, 2, 1. Tap your bum back up to the top. Okay, so those are your 3 exercises. Once we've done 3 of those, we're gonna go around that 3 times. So we're gonna go through it once, have a little pause, repeat, little pause, and again once more. That's the leg strength component done. Then we're going to do a quick little 4-minute blast for cardio. I'll tell you what those exercises are when we get to it. And then as you're having a rest, I'll run through what we're going to do for your upper body, and then we're going to repeat a similar system, right? So we're going to do upper body, 3 exercises, 3 times through, another little bit of cardio, and then if we've got time, we'll throw in some core, because we want this to be about 20 minutes, so it's a little bit quicker, right? All right, team, when you're ready, find your position for your squats. So you can be here. If you want to go wider and do sumos, you can. If you're able to squat with your feet a little bit closer together, that's fine. But I want you to make sure it's keeping your chest up nice and high, and you're dropping your butt down. Imagining you've got like a hole around your feet. You're trying to drop your butt down into the hole. What we're not doing is tipping forward or leaning forward from the hips like this, okay? All right, are you ready? Good. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we go 3, 2, 1, quick drive up. 3, 2, 1, quick drive up. All right, let's keep following that tempo. We're gonna go for 20 reps. This one's number 4. Down we go. 3, 2, 1, big strong drive up. 3, 2, 1, up quick, good. 3, 2, 1, nice work. Keep with that rhythm. 3, 2, 1. And just go to the best depth that you can, making sure that you're not tipping forward from the hips and you're able to keep the chest up. That's number 11. 3, 2, 1. Keep those feet really nice and flat to the floor as well. So we shouldn't be going up into the toes or lifting the heels up off the floor. So if you need to step a little bit wider to stop that from happening, then do. We've got 5 more reps. Good. In 3, 2, 1, up quick. That's 17. 3, 2, 1, up quick, 18. 2 more, and then straight into those curtsy lunges. Good, last one. 3, 2, 1, up we come. Now curtsies, same deal. So let's go. We step back. 3, 2, 1. Come up, kick over. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to do 20 reps, but 10 on each leg. And we want to make sure that as we're stepping back, we're not too close to that front heel, right? You want to have maybe about a foot in between, or a foot distance in between your big toe and the heel on that front foot. If you're too close, you'll find that you'll like collapse down and collapse together. So you still want to keep chest up really nice and high. 3, 2, 1, back over. This one's number 10. 3, 2, 1. We've got 10 more reps, then we're going to get down into that glute bridge. Nice, good job. That's 11. 3, 2, 1. Cool. So you see how my chest is staying upright? I'm not collapsing and leaning forward as I'm going into it. So think about keeping your chest nice and high. And that little bit of a slow down on the way down Should start to be waking those thighs up a little bit now. We've got 3 more reps, and then we're going to get down into that glute bridge. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Last one over to this side. 3, 2, 1. Great. All right, down into your glute bridge position. So glute bridge, feet about shoulder width apart. Some people might need to go a bit closer together. Some people might need to go a bit wider. Just find the best foot position that allows you to make sure the movement is coming from your butt, not your quads, so the fronts of the thighs, and not your hamstrings. All right, if you find that you're getting more into the fronts of your legs, then you might find that your heels are just a bit too close to your bum, in which case you might need to walk your feet away a little bit. And then alternatively, if you find you're feeling it more in hamstrings, so the back of your leg, your feet might be a little bit too far away from your butt, in which case you need to walk your feet back in a little bit. All right, so 20 reps, here we go. Up quick and down slow. 3, 2, 1. Tap your bum and back up nice and strong. So as you're going up into that rep, I want you to think about squeezing your bum really nice and strong. So it's a big, powerful drive up, getting as much height in the back of your hips as you can, without arching into your lower back. So we want to make sure all the power and the drive is coming from our bootay and not our lower back. This one's number 8. 3, 2, 1. Tap. 3, 2, 1. That's 10. 3, 2, 1. Up nice and strong. 3, 2, 1. If you've got bands at home that you can wrap around your knees, then you can also do this with bands to add that little bit of extra tension. And just have that little play with your foot position. If you feel like you need to modify the distance of your feet from one to the other and the distance from your butt in order to make sure you're really getting into your glutes, then go for it. 3 more reps. 3, 2, 1. Up strong. 3, 2, 1. Last one here. 3, 2, 1. Nice job, guys. All right, let's have a quick little breather here. We'll take about 30 seconds. Just give those legs a quick little shake off. And then we're going to go back up to the top. Actually, while we're doing that, I'm just going to grab my water bottle. I've left it over on the other side. So we're going to go through that again. We're going to go through that twice more, actually, in fact. And now we know what we're doing. We're going to keep a little bit more pace with it. So now we don't need to talk too much about the particular movements and the techniques. You guys should be down with that now. So now let's try and keep that really nice, even flow through it to really get that little bit of extra work out of the legs. All right, that's 30 seconds. Let's get into position. 20 reps in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. You can hold your arms out in front of you if you want to help you keep that torso up nice and tall. And up. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. I've got my hands out in front of me because I'm using my fingers to count so I don't lose track of where we are. But you can do whatever's most comfortable with your arms, whether that's crossed over the chest or out in front of you. 3, 2, 1. That's 11. 3, 2, 1. Up quick. 3, 2, 1. Nice. 3, 2, 1. 14. 3, 2, 1. That's 15. Last 5. 3, 2, 1. Straight after this, once we've done these, we're going to get into those curtsy lunges. 3, 2, 1. 2 more reps. 3, 2, 1. Up quick. 3, 2, 1. Up quick. Curtsies. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Big, powerful drive over. So I want you to really think about driving through the leg and the outside of that hip to generate all the power from here to get you up and over to the other side. 3, 2, 1. That's 5. 3, 2, 1. Good drive. 3, 2, 1. Thank goodness for fingers, eh? Otherwise, I'd lose track of where we are. 3, 2, 1. Across. 3, 2, 1. That's 10. Another 10 reps here. I've built up a good skill of being able to talk and count on my fingers at the same time. Personal trainers, notoriously horrible at being able to keep count. This is how we do it. And even then we get it wrong. 3, 2, 1. That's 15. Another 5. 3, 2, 1. Good. Last 4 reps. Then we're going to go straight down into your bridge. 3, 2, 1. And over. 3, 2, 1. One more rep. 3, 2, 1. Big powerful drive back to the middle. Down into the ground. Straight into that glute bridge position. Let's go. Up. 3, 2, 1. Tap. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. See if this round you can find that little bit of extra height between your butt and the floor as you're driving your hips up nice and tall. And up. 3, 2, 1. That's 8. 3, 2, 1. 9, 3, 2, 1. 10. 10 more reps here, then we're going to take that 30-second breather again. And then we're going to go back through each of those once more to finish off the strength component of our legs or our lower body. Because we're working through everything here. We've been working through quads, so fronts of the thighs, hamstrings a bit here, back of the thighs, your butt too. We're going to be using the calves a little bit when we're doing those curtsy lunges as well. We've got 2 more reps. 2, 1. Up strong. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Up strong. Nice work, team. Good job. We've got 1 more set of those to go. Hopefully you're starting to feel that little bit of tension kicking in the thighs now. We're going to keep that movement going, keep that strength. We're going to push that through for 1 more, and then we're going to go into that little cardio blast before we change the focus up to our upper body. So last little one to push. You got about 15 seconds of rest. And then we'll do upper body stuff, so you can forget about the legs for a bit. So whatever you feel now, in about 5 minutes times, you're going to have forgotten all about it. All right. That's 29 seconds. So into position, 3, 2, 1. Squats, let's go. This is our last round, guys. So let's keep that nice tempo. So by adding that tempo on the way down, we're able to add a bit more resistance to the legs. So we're able to make it a little bit more challenging without needing to add weights or dumbbells or anything into our hands. This is a nice way to make it a little harder. So if you're working out at home, just slow your movements down a little bit. If you haven't got dumbbells or things at home that you can hold to make it harder, no big deal. This is how we make it more difficult. We just go slower. So add more time under tension. Last 10 reps. 3, 2, 1, up. 3, 2, 1, up. Try and keep up with me. 2, 1, and keep your depth. 3, 2, 1, up. 3, 2, 1, up. Last 5. 3, 2, 1, up. 4 more. 2, 1, up. 3, 2, 1, up. Last 2. 3, 2, 1, up. 1 more. 3, 2, 1. Squats done. Curtsies. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Now as those legs are getting a little bit more fatigued, maybe a little bit wobbly, make sure you take these nice and slow so you've got good control. Make sure that step is far enough behind you so you've got room to drop that back knee down to the ground without collapsing here. Remember, we don't want to lean forward, we want to be up nice and tall. 3, 2, 1. That's 8. 3, 2, 1. 9. 3, 2, 1. 10 more reps to go. Hey, we can add the arms into it as well, right? So we're actually doing curtsies. Nice, that's 12. 3, 2, 1. Over. 3, 2, 1. Try and find that nice bit of power in the legs to finish these curtsies off. Let's keep it slow. 3, 2, 1. Up. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Good. 3, 2, 1. Last 2. 3, 2, 1. 1 more. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Down you go into those glute bridges to finish here. Up we go. Up. 3, 2, 1. Nice. So we're going to finish nice and strong here with these glute bridges. Then I'm going to give you a little breather while I explain to you what's coming up next. And then we're going to get straight into that little bit of cardio. We're just going to do 2 minutes, but we're going to go hard and fast just to get those heart rates up a little bit. And then we're going to move on to the next bit. Up strong. 3, 2, 1. That's 10. 3, 2, 1. Now really try and squeeze your butt nice and hard in these last 10 reps. So we really get those bum cheeks fired up. Get into those glutes. And up. 3, 2, 1. That's 15. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up, and take a breather. Nice job, guys. So So that was your lower body strength round. Now what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna set up the timer on my iPad. We're gonna go for 2 minutes. We're gonna pick 2 exercises and we're gonna do 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, and we're gonna repeat that cycle for 4 rounds. So your 2 exercises, we've got high knees, which is this one. So on the spot, I'm just gonna drive those knees up to our belly button. If you're unable to do that or bounce for whatever reason, all G, just hold your hands out in front of you. So hands just above your belly button, so you've got to bring those knees up nice and high. So we're up here, not down here. So try and get those knees up as high as possible. And you're just gonna do those steps as quick as you can. Then we've got star jumps. I need a little hair readjustment here. I feel like this is gonna go everywhere when I jump around, but YOLO. Then we've got star jumps. So these, for anybody that can't do that, you've got the option to just step to the side too as well. All right? So for the next 2 minutes, we're gonna go hard, we're gonna go fast. So when you're 20 seconds on, I want you to work as hard and as fast as you can. You've only got 2 minutes of work, so it's short and sharp, so make it count. And then we'll have a rest and we'll move on to the upper strength component. All right, we've got a 5-second countdown. So go with me and my timing. All right, 5, 4, starting with those high knees. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're on. That's 20 seconds on here, okay? Keep moving. I'm just gonna turn up the volume on my iPad so I can hear it. Keep moving, guys. Keep those high knees going up nice and strong, nice and tall. Oh my God, where's the volume button? I don't know. Oh, here it is. Okay, you got about 3 seconds, 2, 1. All right, take a 10-second breather. So 10 seconds rest. Let's turn Spotify off, shall we? 2, 1. All right, into those star jumps. Let's go. Star jumps. So keep it nice and strong. Keep moving. All right, there we go. We got there in the end, didn't we? Star jumps. So nice and quick. We want a little bit of speed and a little bit of effort here because we're only doing 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1. All right, take a rest. You've got a 10-second breather here. Can I redo my hair in 10 seconds? We'll see. And then we're moving back onto those high knees. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, almost a Guinness World Record there, I reckon, on how quickly you can put your hair in a high bun. All right, get those knees up. Get those arms going with it. Come on, let's move. Quick and speedy. Get your heart rates up. We've only got 20 seconds of work. This is the last one of this you're gonna do. Make it count. 3, 2, 1. Take that 10-second breather. This is an absolute disaster. What's going on top of my head? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, star jumps to finish. Let's keep it nice and speedy, guys, nice and quick. We want this to be effortful. This is our little cardio component. Make it count. Keep moving, nice and quick. Keep it speedy. Hopefully my mic's not jumping around too much. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, take a little breather here. That little interruption there on the tunes. It's because last time I did these videos, YouTube wouldn't let us put it on there because I had Spotify playing in the background. So we've got to do these with a little bit of silence. But hey, that's okay, right? So what we're gonna do next is move into upper. We're gonna have 3 exercises again, and your 3 exercises are this. So we're gonna do up, down planks. So you're going to get into a plank position. So on your forearms, we're gonna do 10 reps. So from plank position, I'll do it sideways and then front on so you can see. We're gonna push up with our right hand, come back down, then we're gonna push up with our left hand, come back down, okay? We're gonna do 10 of those, so 5 on each arm. This is what it looks like from the front. So plank, we're gonna go up, right arm, down, right arm, up, left arm, down, left arm. So it's 5 on each side. If you step wider with your feet, you'll find that easier. The closer your feet are together, you might find that your hips rock around a little bit. We wanna minimize that. So take your feet as wide as you need to. If you're in socks like me, you might want to sling them off because I was slipping. So if you're at home and you're barefoot, that might be a little bit easier. Then we've got tricep push-ups. So push-ups, I want you to do these on your knees because triceps are a bit more challenging. Now, push-up position, we're normally here, right? On the outside of the shoulder. Tricep position, we're going to be here. So that as we come down into that press, those arms just squeeze past the side of our torso. Normal chest push-up position, this, elbows at about 45 degrees from the torso, right? Triceps, arms come into the side of the torso. So from here, you're gonna get into your knee position. Think of it just like a plank in terms of making sure you have that little tuck in of your bum and you stack your abdominals. And now what I want you to do is drop your chest right down between your hands. So your thumbs could tickle you just on the outside of your chest and then drive yourself up. So we're really getting into the backs of the arms. Yes, we're going to feel it through the chest a little bit, but I also want you to be feeling it through here. And then the last one we've got is more for the back and the upper body. So I'll do this standing up just so you can kind of see my body position and what I do with my arms. But we're going to get into like a hyperextension position. So we're going to be lying on the floor and we're going to lift up. And then this is what we're going to do with our arms. So in that position, we're going to raise our arms up above our head. We're going to bring our arms into the side of our torso and squeeze them into the side of our body, imagining we're doing like a lat pull down. And then we're going to raise our arms up and then we're going to relax back down on the ground. Okay? So this is what this will look like from the floor. So you're going to lay down on your belly. You're going to lift the chest. You're going to go into a hyperextension of the lower back. So we're using the lower back here. Squeeze your butt to help. Your arms are going to come up in like a Y shape. You're going to squeeze them into the side of your torso, raise them up, drop the chest, relax. Back into that hyperextension, squeeze the arms, lift up, relax. All right, and we're going to do 10 of each of these. Same deal, we're going to go for 10. We're going to go around, do 10 reps, 3 cycles through with about a 30-second rest in between. And then we're going to do another little bit of cardio to finish off that round. All right, so when you are ready, we'll start with that plank up-down position. So down into your plank. Anyone else get really annoyed by wearing shorts, or is that just me? I hate the way they feel on my legs sometimes. I'll be working out in my pants if I wasn't on video. Anyway, so let's get down into that plank position. Just take my watch off so that doesn't squish my wrist. So from here, on your elbows, take your feet wide in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're not going to be adding pauses to this one's guide because these are a little bit more challenging. So you're coming down and you're just alternating. So we're going right arm, left arm. If you need to, you can come down on the knees to do these. If you're finding that it's a bit challenging for you to maintain good position or maintain your hips while you're coming up, that's 7. So we're really working the shoulders here. One more for the right. Last one for the left. Back down into plank. Nice job. All right. Now we're going to get into those tricep push-ups. So remember here. So into your, it's basically like a knee plank position. So into knee plank, keep those biceps tucked into the side of your torso. Down we go. Down, tap the chest between the thumbs, big punch up. We can add a little bit of speed on, we can go slower on the way down here. 3, 2, 1. We can add a little bit more timing to this if you need to make it more challenging. This is quite a challenging push-up position in itself. So if that's enough, just moving at a good tempo, then see what you can do. If you're a little bit stronger and you want to make it a little harder for yourself, count those 3 seconds on the way down and drive through those triceps. We've got 2 more. 3, 2, 1, and up. 3, 2, 1, and up. Now we're going to get into that back position. I'm just going to sling the aircon on because it is hot in here and I'm getting sweaty. So now we're going to lie down on your belly and we're going to go into that back hyperextension. So from here, thing is also, I can't see anything without my glasses on, so I need to make sure I'm in position. Yeah, good. All right, down on your tummy. So from here, arms up above the head in like a Y shape. So we're going to lift the chest, squeeze the bum, lift up, arms up, pull them into the side of the torso, big squeeze, raise up, come back down. That's 1. Up, pull down, squeeze, lift up, come down. Good. We're just going to keep flowing through that. So we just want to make sure we take this one nice and controlled so that we're not rushing through it. So you're able to really connect with your back as you're coming up in and out of it. 5 more reps. So we should be using the lower back and the butt to lift ourselves up. And then we're using the lats, back of the shoulder to keep our arms up, to tuck our elbows into the side of our torso. 2 more. Squeeze, up, come down, up, squeeze, up, and come down. Nice job. We're going to take a quick little breather here, 30 seconds, and then we're going to get back into those plank up and downs. So if you need to modify your plank up and down to make sure that you can keep your hips nice and still, go for it. Just come down onto the knees. It is quite a challenging one through the shoulders. So do what you can. You've got about 20 seconds to go here. We're going to go back through this twice more, and then we're going to have another little round at the end for cardio. All right, last 10 seconds. Let's get down into position. So we want to try and drive ourselves up through our arms as much as we can. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Remember that wider foot stance will help if you're up on your toes. If you go down on your knees, that's totally cool. You can keep your knees a little bit closer together. But if you also find that even on the knees, you struggle to keep those hips still, then you can take those knees a little bit wider as well. So we can be down here like this with those little bit of width in the knees. If you're on a hard surface, you might want to sling a pillow or something underneath your knees. It's a little bit uncomfortable on the floor for me, just as a little handy tip to make that a bit more comfortable. All right, now from here, we're going to transition straight into those push-ups this time. So down we go, 3, 2, 1. So you can add that little bit of tension to it if you want to. I need to get myself some better glasses that stick to my face. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Good. Now down onto the belly, we're going to go straight into those raises with that lat pull down. I hope my mic's not jangling around too much here. All right, lift up, pull down, squeeze, raise up, come down. Good job. Let's just keep moving in and out of this one. So keep that nice flow. Make sure as you're lifting your chest up off the floor, you're using that lower back to lift up, but you're also squeezing through your glutes and making sure you're using your glutes to help control and support the lower back a bit too as well. So it's assisting in the lift. We've got 4 more, and then we're going to go through that once more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. You got 30 seconds breather, team. Then we're going to go through that once more. I might just stay down here, have that little chill. Wait, let me put my glasses on so I can see you all again. How are we doing? Hope we're doing well. We've got one more round of that to go through. Then we're going to do that 2-minute blast to finish off. And then we might have time to just squeeze in a cheeky little bit of core or an abs or something just to finish it off so that we've got everywhere. All right, last 5 seconds. Let's get into that plank position. Plank up and downs to finish in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we come up, one side. You can alternate. If you want to stay on one side and do 5 all through one arm and then change and do 5 all through the other, I don't mind. That's up to you. If you feel like that's a better way to do it, you can. And then you can change arms over and do the last 5 through the other side. Whatever you want. As long as you keep moving. I think I might have lost count. I think this is the last one. Good job. All right, from here, let's transition straight into those tricep push-ups. All right, let's go. 10 reps. Keep those hands nice and close to the body. If you can get yourself all the way down, go all the way down. If you can't, it doesn't matter. Just go like halfway. What's more important is that you maintain that really nice body position. So we're not like this, and we're not like this. Make sure you're going between the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then last one, back into those extensions with that pull down. So on your belly, arms up. Let's lift, squeeze, up and down. Good. So think you're almost making yourself into like a banana shape. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, last one, 10. Nice work, guys. All right, quick little breather. We're gonna go through one more 2-minute blast. Floor's giving me dirty knees. So your 2 exercises here, we're going to do the same thing. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're going to do burpees. Everyone knows a burpee. And then we're going to do some lateral hops. So with your burpees, just make sure that you modify based on your own body. If you can't get all the way down to the floor, that's totally fine. You can always start in the plank position and you can do step-ins before you do jump ups, or you can step the whole way. Or you might want to bring a chair or something, or find a ledge, or get near a bed or whatever, so that you can do it up on an incline, so it's more comfortable for you. And then lateral hops, all I want you to do is find a line on the floor. So wherever you are, in your house or in your garden or nearby, find like a little line on the tile or on the ground that you can use as a little marker. I was going to say I'd do it from here, but that puts me a bit off center. So imagine I've got a line down here. We're just going to do hops from side to side, taking your big toes from one side to the other. So it's small little jumps. We're not trying to like jump really far over. I want you to keep it short and quick and be more agile. All right, 2 minutes, same deal. We're going to get the timer going. We're going to have that 5-second countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. Burpees, let's go. If you can, do the hardest version, taking that chest down to the ground. If you need to modify, then modify. Try and get as much height between your feet and the floor as you can when you jump up. 1 more. All right, 10-second breather. Find that little line on the ground. I'm going to do this sideways so I can follow this one on the tile here. 3, 2, 1. So we want it quick, short and quick. Keep your knees together, and you're just taking those big toes from side to side. Be loose in the upper body. Good. Keep it nice and fast. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 10-second breather. 1 more round of each of those. We're nearly there. Could be a bad idea. Slug in water before we do burpees, but let's go. All right, on the whistle. Let's do it, team. Last one. Oh no, I'm losing my microphone. Good, keep moving. We will make every second count. 3, get 1 more in. Nice. Take a breather. Lateral hops to finish. If I hold on to my t-shirt, it's because I'm trying to keep this down. You guys keep your arms nice and free. I'm gonna hold my t-shirt down. Good, now speed it up. A little bit faster. Quicker. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding! Nice job, well done guys. All right, I reckon we could maybe squeeze in tiny little bit of abs to finish. So what we're gonna do is an exercise called a McGill curl. So this is a great exercise or a great version of an ab crunch to do. If you've got lower back troubles, because a lot of lower back problems happen with flexion, so with bending. When people do a lot of ab crunching, they tend to like do weird and slightly ugly things, which make lower back pain even worse. But this is also a really nice way to do it to make sure that you don't tug and pull in head on the get your words out, Holly, and don't tug on the back of your head and your neck as you're going into it, which is another common mistake I see people make. So from here, what you're gonna do is lie down on the ground. You're gonna have 1 leg bent and 1 leg out straight. This helps keep the pelvis nice and still. You're gonna put your hands behind your head, and I want you to imagine your head's like a big bowling ball, right? A big heavy bowling ball, and you're just relaxing the weight of your head into your hands. Now from this position here, we're gonna go into a very small crunch. We're gonna do that by like pushing or just taking the back of our shoulders off the ground. That's it. We're not then trying to follow through, pull on the head and the neck or look forward. You're gonna look up. So you're gonna think about sliding breastbone down towards the top of your hips, and pull the back of the shoulders off the ground, and then come back down. Now the whole time, I want you to try and think about relaxing your head into your hands. It helps sometimes by putting the tongue into the roof of the mouth. And we're just going to repeat these. I want you to do 30 seconds of this, and then we're going to swap sides, and we're going to do 30 seconds on the other. All right, so let's go. So we're looking up towards the ceiling. We're not looking forward at the wall in front of us. We're just getting those shoulders to come off the ground. And the action is sliding that chest bone, or your breastbone, or your sternum, down towards your hips. So we're actually using the abdominals to lift the rib cage and the shoulders and the chest up, not just by yanking on our head and our neck. 3, 2, 1. Take a brief second just to swap legs over, a little breather, and let's go again. Another 30 seconds. Off we go. Good. Then we're going to go 30 seconds here. Relax. Hands. Keep those elbows out by the ears, so that we then tempt to pull on our head and pull it forward. Keep driving that tongue into the roof of your mouth, just behind your teeth. Got about 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a little breather here, guys. We're going to do one more round of each of those, and then you guys are done. All right. Swap those legs back over. Let's go then. One more round. Hands behind your head. Let's get into it. 30 seconds work here. So try and think about keeping that leg out straight, really nice and outstretched. And just pushing the chest up towards the ceiling. Coming back down. It's a totally different move to what most people do when they think about ab crunching, which is why a lot of people get ab crunches horribly wrong. So this is a nice way to correct posture for it, but also to make sure we don't aggravate any lower back. Second, switch your legs over, straighten that leg out, kick that heel away from you. Let's go, last 30 seconds, and then we're done. Nice, I want you to really tune in to your midsection, and I want you to really think about making sure you're using the abdominal to lift your body up. If anyone's done Pilates and they've gone through that like sliding of the ribs down towards the hip, it's that movement. Haven't, just think you're trying to glide your chest down towards your hips. Couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. Have a nice little stretch out here, so arms up above the head. Have that little stretch out through the abdominals. If you want to roll over onto your belly and get into like a bit of a cobra position as well, relax your butt here so you can stretch out through the front of your abs, and you can do that one as well. Then make sure you have a little bit of a stretch to finish that off. And there's your home workout for a little bit of strength and a little bit of cardio. Happy working out, team.